Hey guys, welcome back to Below Budget Garage. I said I'd be back in a couple days. I lied on accident. It's not my fault. Listen, my wife really likes coming up with lists of things to do. And then sometimes I drink one too many home brews, wake up with a headache, don't feel like touching the car. But aside from that, I got a couple things added to the shop. Got some shelves that wasn't a shed, kind of just moved it. I got the shed cleaned up for the wife. As far as the car goes, I did put some primer right here to see. I thought I had it ready, but turns out it's got more waves than Michael Jackson did back in the 80s. So I got to continue on with that. Obviously, we all know that. There's plenty of body work to do, but I do still have some work left to go underneath the hood. So, you know, I got to get the master cylinder off because it leaks and it rusted, and even though it's new, it's junk. Got to get the brake booster off. Got to get the headers. You know, I gotta kind of start trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this steering box out with the engine in. So we're gonna do a little thinking on that. But yeah, I want to take a break from body work for a few hours, get some of this stuff done, go from there. So first things first, on my hood over here, I got this bolt right here. Can't even see it. What am I doing? Gotta stop being lazy. You ready? Whoop, whoop. That one right there. The bolt itself isn't stripped, but inside is. So the hood is kind of, it's not really wanting to sit right. So, unfortunately, I gotta take this out. Hope that I have a bolt big enough. Tap it, put it back in. On a different note, back here was always leaking, right? Every time it would freaking rain. And I kept sealing it. I mean, you can see how much, and just over and over and over. And it would keep leaking. And I was like, how is this rain getting in? Like, I put foam on the outside. I put silicone on the inside. Underneath that shelf, I missed a spot about a foot long. And that's how the water was getting in every single time it rained. So we've had about 3 days of rain leading up to this weekend, and I didn't come out here at all. I wanted to see, and it held. So I'm feeling good about that. Anyways, let's see what we got for bolts. Right here, one thing I don't really have is a lot of spare bolts and nuts. I just haven't gotten to that stage of adulthood yet where I have like the bin full of bolts. So I'm gonna figure out which one of these I can use that'll give it a little bit, more bite. And yeah, these are shot, threads are shot. So then I'll drill that out. We'll bust out the bad day kit, see if I can't tap it without breaking a tap. Unfortunately, because of the hood, you can't get your handle for your tap. But what you can get is a crescent wrench. And that's basically the same thing. So, put a little bit of WD on there. It's not tap magic, I don't have any. It'll be all right. Probably not. And we're just gonna basically eyeball it and hope for the best. Get on there. It's decently straight. Well, it's about as straight as everybody's fascination for Ryan Reynolds, but I think it'll work. I just gotta get it to start biting. You know, the secret to these bad day kits is to not get in a hurry, no matter how bad you want to. You know, a couple turns, not even a couple full turns, but a couple like quarter turns. Now I know somebody is out there going, my God, somebody make this guy do everything the right way. Like, that ain't it, Chief. At least not for me. You know? Why? Because why not? Why not spray some WD-40, you know, on your primer? It's only gonna make it look like trash. Have to redo that, you know? Basically, all I did was take this out, get all the metal shavings off, hit it with a bit more lubricant. I'm also pretty nervous because this is a cheap kit from Amazon. And I like cheap parts, I like cheap tools. It's exciting, you know? Will they work, will they not? I don't know. I guess we'll all find out together. Excellent. So, I'll get y'all in here so you can see kind of. So basically I'm able to easily run this in and out. I don't hear any more grinding or anything like that. So I'm gonna take this all the way out, clean it up, chase the threads one more time. Every now and then, I do what I tell y'all to do, which is very rare, you know, which is do things right. And as far as I'm concerned, I mean, this is right, guys. This is, see here. Oh yeah, beautiful. As you can tell by this gap, where am I at? Working backwards. This gap, I mean, it's wide up top, tight down at the, man, that is not easy to do. We're tight down here, very tight down here, very wide up here. So to fix that, up here, up and through here, I can kind of start playing with some washers. I could even order a spacer kit, and I can kind of bring that front in, or bring that front up, which will bring this in, in turn bring that out just a little bit, and hopefully I won't need more than one. What I should have done is saved the spacers when I took the fenders off, but I didn't, so. Still a bit high, and that is something that I can get right. So that's better, but still not good enough. Maybe I can get that to come down just a little bit. That's better. So is that perfect? No. But again, I'm gonna have to bring this fender up, and that's gonna change where I need to adjust that. The gap is a little bit off too. You know, we're small here, we're wide here, we're back here, and we're not quite as back right here. So, you know, my front, I can adjust that in a little bit over here to mind that gap. This gap is really nice, and it's really not too bad back here. It's just the entire hood just needs to shift like that, just a tiny, tiny bit. And then, you know, that'll actually bring that in even more. So that's the man. Somebody is good at doing this stuff, lining up body panels and hoods and all of that, and that ain't me. I ain't gonna lie, that is not what I'm good at. But we did get that done successfully, so let's move on towards getting some of this stuff off. Gotta get this master cylinder off. I only grabbed a bag so that after I can kind of try to keep from making a big, huge mess. I guess the theme for today's episode is we're gonna think ahead for a change. What size are you now? Smaller than that. I'm gonna buy a new one because they're not too expensive. And, you know, it's always nice to have extras. Having extra parts up on your shelf, you never know. I don't know, maybe the next car is a Duster, or maybe I'll get super lucky and find a Demon, you know, or I get a Valiant, something, right? It's nice to have. So it certainly seems like maybe if I loosen the headers, which I'm not gonna do that right now. I was going to. Oh. But then I started thinking, well shit, then everything will just be exposed. I guess I could tape it up, but it's fine for right now. So I'm gonna do, before I start doing that, I'm gonna actually wait until I get the gearbox in. And then I'll do a little internet sleuthing. Maybe I can't find a way. I think if I take the headers off, I can rotate them just enough up towards the cab that I might be able to slide that steering gearbox forward. I don't know. I do know that I'm gonna have to get the car up. I gotta get the steering disconnected. There's a bunch of stuff I'll have to do, but I got that much done at least. It's really unfortunate, guys. Man, that's it. So I'm probably gonna end up spending a day fighting with that, maybe cussing a little bit. And I had easy access to it and could have just done the right thing. I gotta start doing that. What do we do now? I don't know. Bodywork? Sanding? All right, talk me into it. Let's do some more sanding. I will say on another note, even my breather is rusting. Gotta love it. Got to love it. This is dirty. I let this get way too dirty. But also, it's been parked outside. And it's hard to keep things clean when you got dirt and dust being blown up into your car. The other thing is that I don't like this, ooh, let's pretend we didn't see that. I don't necessarily love how far out this front bumper is, and it's tipped down a bit more than it should be. So once it's all said and done, well, I gotta take the bumper off again anyways, right? Gotta take the bumper off so that I can paint, but I think what I'll do is elongate those holes so I can at least get this to where the bumper is the same, sticking out the same distance as the front of the car. And I think that'll, for a beak nose, it'll make it look quite a bit better. And then I'll get all that cleaned up. Man, oh, I can feel it. Yep, I didn't do a great job there. Oh well. So man, I am tired of sanding on this car. This isn't even like a boat of a car, and it feels like it's just longer than a Monday after vacation. Got hot, had to take my sleeves off. I did go ahead and buy some better filler. I got some of the Summit brand filler. My hair is getting hot. So I guess I could put a little bit of filler on there too. I don't know. Let me just kind of get to work, get this sanded down. We'll kind of see what else I can get done. I'm not happy with this. I mean, it's not so good. So I got to do that some more too. It's a good thing I got all winter for this, guys. All right, that's enough talking. Let's get back to work. So, like I was saying, I got some Summit body filler. I got the lightweight compound. It's a little bit better than the Bondo Walmart stuff. You know, it's gonna work a lot better. So what I'm gonna do is I'll get some of that mixed up. Over here, if y'all remember, I had this little spot right here, this little spot right here, and where was it? I had one other spot that I had found. This one, oh yeah. This one, here, and here. So I'll get some of that filler mixed up. We'll get it applied. Then I will, it is Halloween. Those things do not belong to be flying around right now. Where was I? I'll mix up some more and I'll put it on that fender because, you know, there was that low spot still. So I'll kind of do one more little pass of that. I might even sand it. Maybe let's sand it down. Let's sand it down first, then we'll do the last little bit. So we'll put some here, we'll sand, put some more filler, move on to the back. All right, so I sanded that down and got another coat of filler on there. It's real thin. This stuff, man, this stuff spreads so much better. I mean, even over here, like, you know, it spreads really nice. I mean, that spot right there is my fault, but you know, I can hand sand this and, what are you? Oh, I can hand sand this in just a couple of minutes, and it'll be done, which means that this door is basically ready for primer. I'll have to sand all this down, get it even. Once I put the high build, where did it go? It's not really high build, but it's just a 2K urethane primer from Summit. And then I got the fast activator because I know out here I will be below 70 degrees when I get ready to spray this whole car. So, yep, that's on there, that's on there. And then I was gonna sand this, but I was like, you know what, I had some left over. So I just kind of spread it real quick. Regardless, all that has to get sanded down. And then I can see what I'm gonna have to do. Again, I found this spot right here. Oh, that sucks. I'll have to sand that down and put a little skim coat on that. But yeah, haven't done any sanding yet. Feel like all I've done is said the word sanding. So while all this is curing, I'll go ahead and bust out the electric and get comfortable and get to work. Oh man, literally just got done sneezing. I can't tell if I have another one coming or not. Okay, update time. So, let me see, kind of go like this. This back of the car is ready. If you're wondering, why did you take it down that far? Because over here on the door, I see some yellow. Back here, you know, there's almost none. And the reason for that is, if you look on this door, I only had 1, 2, 3 little spots, right? If you come over here, this whole section, it's really not bad right here. It dips in a little bit, but this whole section is gonna have to have a thin coat, a filler. So I wanted to get that down, all the way down to the primer, and then bare metal, you know, 20, 30%, whatever. I wanna make sure I have really good adhesion, because it's gonna be a pretty big spot. And then I worked on this a lot. I can still feel right here. I have one, man, get away, Hornet. Rest in peace. Okay, literally tomorrow's November. You know, why are they still out? So I have a little low spot right here that I can feel. And I was like, is it feeling low? Can I bring this down? But this actually feels really good. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do what should be my last coat over there. So I'll probably wipe this down. Got some lunch cooling off, but I'll wipe that down, and I haven't touched this yet. I need to. So I think what I will do is I will get another coat on here, and then I will go do, I don't know. I still got to change the oil in my daily. So let me see. Let me get some food in my belly. It's Halloween, so we got to take the little one trick-or-treating. Let me get some food in my belly, and I'll decide what I want to do. At a minimum, I'm going to put another coat on there because it needs it. And hell, maybe I'll even go ahead and knock this out, you know? I don't know. Who knows? The last coat is on. Now, you see on the top here, finally, how you can make out that body line, and it's real thin. Believe it or not, this is an exceptionally thin coat. I mean, you can kind of, try to get to focus. You can kind of see, I mean, it's very, very thin. But that was hopefully the last coat. I mean, it looks really good now. Even though you can see like a little bit of the lines from the spreader. There you go. Over here, you see that? See, everything just disappears evenly. You don't really see any high spots, see any low spots. So that's good, really, really good. I'm happy with that. So basically, I'm not gonna touch this. I'm not gonna get to the back of the car. This is a lot of work. This is what, 5-6 hours, something like that. Still gotta edit. Still gotta get it uploaded. So, that's where we're at, guys. It's sanding, body filler sanding, but it's gonna pay off because honestly, I could have left it. I could have left that as it was. I mean, it was pretty decent, but I've put so many hundreds and hundreds of hours into this car. I just have to continue to remind myself, don't skimp, don't skimp. So that's what I'm gonna do. So with that being said, hopefully I can get back onto the car coming this weekend, Friday night, Saturday night type of thing. Don't really have anything going on, so should be a good opportunity to get some work done. It's getting long. Sorry about that. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good week or couple weeks. See you next time.